You think winning Love Island USA means you've made it? Dead wrong. Because the real success stories didn't come from the winners. Some of the richest islanders, they got dumped before they even found love. And today we're breaking down the top 16 Love Island USA cast who got insanely rich post-villa. Quick pause, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the new hype button because it helps this channel keep spilling the messy reality tea. Trust me, by the time we hit number 1, you'll be questioning if Love Island is secretly an MBA program. Number 16, Olivia Kaiser. Olivia came in hot during season 3 and clearly said, "I'm not waiting for some teeth-whitening brand to save me. I'll just build my own empire." While most islanders were fumbling with discount code partnerships, Olivia launched Live Beautifully, a beauty salon specializing in microblading and permanent makeup. And let's be real, that's way more sustainable than promoting tummy teas. She's now sitting on an estimated net worth of $500,000. But Olivia didn't stop at brows. She went full gladiator mode on MTV's The Challenge, held her own, and met her partner, Theo Campbell. And oh, by the way, they're expecting their first child together. That's winning in the villa of life. Here's what's funny. Season 3 had way fewer eyes compared to the juggernaut that Season 7 became. That means Olivia had to hustle twice as hard, diversify across reality TV, build a business, and still keep fans engaged. She didn't just play the Love Island game, she beat the entire system. And if you thought building a beauty empire was wild, wait until you see the islander who literally went from filing legal paperwork to becoming an entertainment queen. Now, at number 15, we've got Sel Vasquez, and her story is straight out of a Netflix glow-up montage. Before Love Island, she was a legal secretary. Yes, you heard that right. Sel was literally filing casework and clocking 9 to 5s. Then she stepped into the villa and said, "Actually, I'm going to be famous now." And famous she became. Sel pulled off one of the cleanest pivots in Love Island history, transforming into a multi-hyphenate entertainer. She dipped into music, reality TV, fashion, and brand partnerships like White Fox and Just Fab. Oh, and don't forget her stints on the Challenge USA and Love Island games. She even launched a YouTube channel and started releasing tracks on Spotify. From courthouse to content queen, it's giving career switch goals. Sel came up during Season 2, when Love Island USA still hadn't hit peak mainstream. That meant fewer eyes, fewer opportunities, and way less hype. But Sel made it work. She didn't wait for doors to open. She kicked them down herself. But as wild as Sel's transformation was, the next islander turned athletic hustle into sponsorship gold. And his bank account proves it. At number 14, we've got Johnny Middlebrooks. Remember him? Runner-up in Season 2, but in true Love Island fashion, runner-ups often end up running the bag. Johnny leaned on his athletic background, a former college track star, and translated that discipline into sponsorships. We're talking premium athletic deals with Young LA and Jackson. Forget protein shakes and sketchy DMs. Johnny secured long-term brand relationships that still pay out 4 years later. His estimated net worth? Somewhere between $400,000 and $1 million. And here's the kicker. Johnny's success isn't a one-hit wonder. He came back for Love Island Games, snagged runner-up again, and then hopped on All-Star Shore. The man basically said, "If I can't win the villa, I'll win the reruns." Johnny proves that consistency pays more than drama. He never became the biggest headline grabber, but he played the sponsorship game like an athlete pacing a marathon. While some islanders burned out fast chasing short-term clout, Johnny locked down fitness credibility that makes sense long-term. But here's the twist. Our number 13 didn't just hustle. She literally changed Love Island USA history. Sliding into number 13 is none other than Justine Ndiba, and if you don't know why she's iconic, let me spell it out. She became the first Black woman to win Love Island USA. That win alone was cultural history. But Justine didn't just make history, she monetized it. Post-villa, Justine's built an estimated net worth of $400,000 to $600,000. She's partnered with PrettyLittleThing, Savage X Fenty, and Maybelline. And while some islanders fade after one big campaign, Justine doubled down with actual competition wins. She won Love Island Games Season 1 and is currently competing in Season 2 for another $250,000 prize. 4 years later, Justine is still cashing checks while a bunch of her old castmates are still fighting in Instagram comments. And honestly, if Justine had the same Instagram reach that Season 7 contestants enjoyed today, she'd probably be sitting at number 1 on this list. That's how powerful her cultural impact is. She's proof that representation creates longevity. She didn't need the Villa's hottest couple edit, she needed her authenticity, and that's what keeps her thriving. And if you think history makers are impressive, wait until you see number 12. A contestant who turned Villa drama into 1 million followers and brand deals with actual fast food chains. Coming in at number 12 is Kayla Martin, and let me tell you, her journey proves that sometimes Villa heartbreak equals post-Villa jackpot. Kayla's arc in Season 6 was unforgettable. She had that messy but magnetic relationship with Aaron Evans, got eliminated on day 30, and left fans divided. But here's the gag. Instead of fading into obscurity, Kayla leaned into authenticity. She built a following of 1 million people who couldn't get enough of her storytelling, her honesty, and yes, her unfiltered drama takes. Kayla basically said, "If you think I'm dramatic in the Villa, wait until I get Wi-Fi and a ring light." Her partnerships revolve. And even Buffalo Wild Wings, yes. The chicken wing sponsorship that proves influence extends far beyond PrettyLittleThing dresses. Add NYMG talent management to her corner, and Kayla has become a marketing force. What's smart here is that Kayla didn't fake it. She leaned into being relatable. Instead of chasing a perfect couple image, she made fans feel like they were catching up with a friend. That's how you stay sticky in the influencer world. And if you think Kayla's 1 million is impressive, wait until you see her Villa BFF at number 11. Because friendship, apparently, is the new business model. At number 11, we've got Liv Walker, the Aussie Barbie who walked into the Villa with sunshine energy and walked out with 1.2 million Instagram followers and 1.3 million on TikTok. Her secret? Friendship? Liv and Kayla built a bond so authentic that fans became obsessed. In a franchise that thrives on drama, their connection became the rare wholesome storyline, and that translated into long-term loyalty. But Liv didn't stop at friendship clout. She's now dating NBA player Dalton Knecht, and let's be real, that mainstream crossover is huge. Suddenly, Liv isn't just a reality star. She's rubbing shoulders with pro athletes, luxury brands, and global audiences. She basically went from sipping mimosas in the Villa to sitting courtside like, yeah, this is my life now. Her brand appeal? Global. Between her Australian background, US Villa exposure, and TikTok dominance, she's got international reach that most Islanders would kill for. Liv is proof that authenticity sells. She didn't force a love story that wasn't working. She let her personality and friendships carry her. And that's paying dividends far beyond what any short-term couple clout could have delivered. But here's where it gets even juicier. Because at number 10, we've got a spray tan mogul who turned Season 7's record-breaking viewership into serious luxury market cash flow. Sliding into number 10, we've got Iris Kendall, aka the spray tan mogul of Calabasas. And honestly, timing was her biggest weapon. Iris entered during Season 7, the most-watched season in Love Island USA history, and walked away with 1.7 million followers and a spray tan empire that's turning into serious money. Iris already had beauty industry expertise before the Villa, so when the Season 7 hype machine went crazy, she was perfectly positioned to monetize. She didn't have to scramble for brand deals like most Islanders. She just pointed people toward her spray tan business and said, "Y'all want this glow? Pay me." Imagine your ex watching you on TV and then realizing you're now literally charging people to look better than them. That's elite revenge. Her collaborations lean luxury, beauty, and lifestyle brands that actually fit her expertise. Unlike some Islanders who look wild promoting random oat milk or vape pens, Iris keeps her partnerships clean and premium. This is a masterclass in pre-Villa skill meets post-Villa timing. If Iris had shown up in Season 3, she'd be hustling discount codes. But Season 7's explosion meant she could scale instantly. But as impressive as Iris is, Wait until you see number 9, because this islander didn't just glow up. She pulled off a double life as a day trader and a model, and then blew up to 2 million followers. At number 9, we've got Shelly Bassendi, and her story is proof that brains plus beauty equals brand deals galore. Shelly walked into season 7 already juggling 2 careers. She was a day trader by day, model by also day, but with better lighting. And then, season 7's viewership turned her into a 2 million follower powerhouse. She's landed collabs with Skims and Savage X Fenty, brands that don't just give you free clothes, they give you cultural credibility. And because she's based in Orlando, she's also tapped into the southern US market that most islanders never touch. Shelly literally went from watching stock charts to being the stock that every brand wants to invest in. That's a portfolio upgrade. What sets Shelly apart is her professional expertise. Unlike islanders who rely solely on Instagram thirst traps, Shelly can walk into a finance meeting and a photo shoot. That duality makes her more valuable to premium partners who want someone with depth. And here's the tea. Shelly's mature, calculated approach puts her in a league of her own. While other islanders were busy throwing shade on Instagram Live, Shelly was quietly stacking checks. But buckle up, because number 8 is where things get spicy. We're talking dance choreography, Gen Z hype, and shade so strong it might have slowed down everyone's growth. At number 8, we've got Ace Green, the guy who walked into season 7 with the biggest pre-villa following and somehow managed to fumble the bag just a little. Ace started season 7 with a strong advantage. He already had a massive social media presence, killer dance choreography skills, and that Gen Z magnetism that screams viral TikTok star. Add season 7's record-breaking viewership, and you'd think he'd be unstoppable. And to be fair, he still gained over 800,000 new followers, ending up with 2 million total. That's not just good. That's change your bio to DM for rates. Good. But here's the problem. Ace couldn't resist throwing shade. Instead of building the season 6-style friendship empire, Ace went the opposite route. He dragged Olandria and even threw shots at his own castmates. Imagine being the guy with all the hype, but instead of forming alliances, you're hosting subtweet Olympics. The lesson here, social media growth is not just about you. When your whole cast thrives, everyone eats. That's why season 6's Powerpuff Girls, Leah, Serena, Jana, are rolling in brand deals. They lift each other up. Ace went solo dolo, and while he's still doing well in LA's entertainment industry, he's not maximizing like he could have. And speaking of maximizing, let's talk about number 7, a guy who went from Scrubs to Prada while proving all the haters wrong. At number 7, we've got Nick Van Steenberge, the registered nurse who walked into the villa like, yeah, I save lives, and also model for Prada on weekends. Nick is the definition of dual career dominance. On one side, he's a registered nurse, which instantly gives him wellness credibility. On the other hand, he's a professional model who already had campaigns with Guess and Prada before the show. That mix of brains plus luxury aesthetics is influencer gold. He gained 2 million followers, and here's where it gets juicy. His relationship with Olandria has silenced all the doubters. Remember the fake couple rumors? Yeah, tell that to NYX Professional Makeup and Aqua Kefir, who are cutting joint checks for their authentic couple branding. Nick basically said, y'all can argue about whether my relationship is real. Meanwhile, I'm cashing in on a couple of campaigns and selling smoothies. What makes Nick stand out is his business brain. He didn't just take brand deals, he created his own collab. Kulani Kinis x Nick. That's not posting someone else's product, that's building your own. And the fact that he and Olandria support each other's careers individually while doubling down as a couple brand, that's how you play the long game. And just when you thought you'd seen it all, number 6 takes growth to a new level. We're talking a 15,000% follower increase and brand deals ranging from Fashion Nova to Microsoft. At number 6, we have the one and only Olandria Carthan, aka the Bama Barbie turned brand mogul. Olandria's growth is almost mathematically absurd. She jumped from 13,000 followers to 2 million. That's a 15,000% increase. Do you know how insane that is? That's the kind of graph that makes social media managers cry tears of joy. And the brand deals? Whew. Together with Nick, she's done campaigns for NYX Professional Makeup and Aqua Kefir. Separately, she's partnered with PrettyLittleThing, Fashion Nova, EOS Shave, and even snagged a Microsoft collaboration. Yeah, when Microsoft is calling, you're no longer just an influencer. You're a cultural asset. Let's be real, most islanders come out of the villa selling protein powder or discount lashes. Olandria said, "No thanks, I'll take the global tech conglomerate deal." What makes Olandria's rise so compelling is the balance. She's first-gen college graduate, naturally charismatic, and genuinely likable. Pair that with Nick's stability, and you've got a couple brand that feels authentic, not forced. While Ace was busy throwing shade, Olandria was busy stacking contracts. That's why she's here at number 6, and honestly, it feels like just the beginning for her. But if you think Olandria's empire building is impressive, wait until you see number 5. Because this islander didn't just grow followers, she grew a business portfolio. At number 5, meet Jana Craig, the business brainiac who turned her villa clout into an actual wealth creation machine. Before Love Island, Jana was already hustling. She's the CEO of JC Ventures LLC, with streams in product redistribution and day trading. Translation, she was making real money moves before the cameras even started rolling. Post-villa, she exploded to 2.7 million followers and built estimated annual earnings of $430,000 to $590,000. And here's the kicker, she's part of Season 6's iconic Powerpuff Girls trio, Jana, Leah, and Serena. Unlike Season 7's competitive energy, these three constantly lift each other up. Cross-promotion, group campaigns, public support. It's like a business masterclass disguised as friendship. Her brand partnerships, heavy hitters like Dunkin', Maybelline, Smashbox, plus Love Island, beyond the villa, positioning her as a legit media personality. Jana basically said, "While y'all are arguing on Instagram Live, I'll be over here turning iced coffee collabs into 6 figures." Jana proves that success isn't just about fame, it's about structure. With multiple income streams, professional expertise, and a collaborative squad behind her, she's one of the few islanders who's actually building long-term wealth. And speaking of that Powerpuff Girls energy, wait until you see who's next. Because Serena at number 4 takes the winner's circle blueprint and turns it into pure brand dominance. Sliding into number 4, we've got Serena Page, the Season 6 winner, who proves that winning the villa isn't the real prize. What you do afterward is. Serena racked up 2.6 million followers and an estimated $300,000 to $500,000 annually from social media alone. But here's where it gets interesting. Her power move wasn't just winning, it was leveraging authentic friendships. Serena's relationship with Cordell is still going strong, which already proves doubters wrong. But her real goldmine, her ride-or-die bond with Leah and Jana, the Powerpuff Girls trio. They don't just hype each other up, they cross-promote campaigns, share audiences, and multiply reach. Her partnerships include Savage X Fenty, Dunkin', Spotify, NYX, and Neutrogena, brands that want more than a face. They want reliability and cultural relevance. And Serena delivers. Serena didn't just win $50,000 on Love Island, she turned that into the down payment on a whole career upgrade. Prize money? That's pocket change now. What Serena shows us is the power of collaboration over competition. While Season 7 castmates were busy throwing shade, Serena and her squad were busy cashing checks together. That's not just friendship, it's a business strategy. But if you think Serena's victory lap was smooth, wait until you see Amaya at number 3. Because her rise was fast, messy, and fueled by one of the most memeable catchphrases in Love Island history. At number 3, we've got Amaya Espanol, the nurse who went from Season 7 winner to 3.2 million followers almost overnight. Season 7 had the biggest audience Love Island USA has ever seen, and Amaya capitalized immediately. Her nursing background gave her authenticity and trustworthiness. 2 traits brands love. Before the finale even aired, beauty and wellness companies were in her DMs. She's been courted by beauty, lifestyle, and wellness brands who saw her as both relatable and aspirational. Her goofy Amaya Papaya-isms became viral memes, cementing her cultural presence outside of Love Island. Honestly, Amaya won $100,000 on the show, but compared to her brand deals, that's tip money. The real prize was becoming the internet's favorite papaya. Here's the kicker. Her relationship with Brian didn't last. But instead of letting that kill her momentum, she built her own lane. That's the mark of real staying power, when your success isn't tied to a villa romance, but to your own personality and hustle. And if Amaya's 3.2 million followers sound wild, buckle up, because number 2 isn't just successful, she became a full-on cultural phenomenon. At number 2, we've got Huda Mustafa, the contestant who didn't even win the show, but somehow broke the internet harder than anyone else. Huda walked out of the villa with 4.8 million Instagram followers and over 6 million TikTok followers. To put that into perspective, that's bigger than some A-list celebrities. Social media analysts literally studied her growth because it was that insane. Her infamous, "I am a mommy" line, that wasn't just a reality TV mess. That was a full-blown cultural moment. Memes, edits, remixes. She became a phenomenon that transcended Love Island. While other islanders are fighting for protein shake deals, Huda's over here like, sorry, too busy collabing with Huda Beauty. Yes, the billion-dollar brand that happens to share my name? Her partnerships include Fashion Nova, PrettyLittleThing, Savage X Fenty, and of course, Huda Beauty. Add her fitness coach background and single mom narrative, and brands see her as authentic, relatable, and marketable across multiple audiences. And the plot twist? She's now dating Louis Russell from Netflix reality shows. That crossover is genius because now she's tapping into 2 fan bases at once. Love Island meets Netflix drama. Brands are eating it up. What Huda shows us is that controversy pays if you know how to channel it. Being polarizing in the villa turned her into a household name outside of it. She's not just an influencer, she's a case study in how messy entertainment equals money when done right. But as massive as Huda's growth is, she's still not number 1, because the top spot goes to someone who did what no islander has ever done before, turning reality TV clout into executive power. And finally, at number 1, the ultimate Love Island USA success story, Leah KB. Leah's numbers alone are jaw-dropping. She went from 12,000 followers to 5.2 million. That's a 43,233% increase. Analysts are still scratching their heads trying to figure out how it happened. But the real magic? Leah didn't stop at influencing. She leveled up to Chief Creative Officer of Skylar Fragrance Company. That means equity, boardroom decisions, and corporate leadership. She's not just holding up products for Instagram, she's literally shaping the future of the brand. While other islanders are doing "what's in my bag" TikToks, Leah's in meetings deciding what's going in your bag next season. She earns an estimated $1.6 to $2.7 million annually, putting her far beyond any other islander financially. Add her partnerships with Charlotte Tilbury, Skims, PrettyLittleThing, Dunkin', EOS, Avon, and more, and she's dominating every industry lane. But here's what really makes Leah unstoppable: her support system. She's still with Miguel from the villa, proving love can last. She's still best friends with Serena and Jana, proving that friendship multiplies success. Together, they're not just a trio, they're an empire. Leah created the blueprint for post-reality TV success. She's proof that authentic connections plus business brains can transform a reality star into a legit executive with generational wealth potential. While Season 7 played the competition game, Leah and her Season 6 girls played the collaboration game, and the results speak for themselves. So, there you have it. The top 16 Love Island USA cast members who got insanely rich post-villa. From Olivia building her beauty empire, to Huda breaking the internet, to Leah rewriting the rulebook on reality TV careers. The lesson is clear. Runner-ups often outshine winners. Authentic friendships beat fake alliances. Professional skills plus collaboration equals real wealth. Who knew crying in the villa could be your first step toward a 6-figure brand deal? If this breakdown shocked you, smash that like button, subscribe for more reality TV deep dives, and drop in the comments whose success surprised you the most. And stick around, because the tea I've got lined up next makes this look like child's play.